Yeah, I know I'm in the dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The first carry for Josh Adams, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Check nickel. Recon, 132 fighter. Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Off the play fake. Hand. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Go. 49 to Mike. 49. Hey, Zoo. I got one. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hand looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. On first down, this is Adams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Ready? Lock 49. Watch 61. Match box. Light, get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hand. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 52's the mark. Night, sweetheart.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and this is Cook with the grab. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To the air, Allen, and he finds Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, it's Adams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I got motion there. Me. I got this. Hey, echo. Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 50. And we're pretty close.
On third down, Hand. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 50.
Five.
From the gun, Hand. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Go. 70. Indy.
15. Check my 15.
Go out. Check 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
To throw on second down. Hand. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on third down. Hand. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Kill. Check 31. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. And here we go.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Switch. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming. Wide.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Mike, 49. Hey, tight.
On first down, Hand escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Here we go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You draw quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out to say, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Rock it. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Man, I got you. Man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
25 yards that time.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen now throwing again. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Adams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Watch the whip.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Wow, Bill, wow.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Get ready.
On 3rd down, 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Allen's throw is complete.
Let's go, folks.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
94. Yeah. Man left. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Adams on the draw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. Watch the pass.
Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Hand. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 15 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Hey, lock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
8 read.
In your face.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself,